Hold please. 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 Hold please.
Hello, babes. Hello. Welcome. It is Sunday. Time for another Sunday Sips with your girl, BrownGirlBella, also known as Shannon. How is everybody today? I'm telling you, it is like a monsoon outside. So if you hear my watch go off, that is a flood warning and flood watch right now. So my phone may go off, my watch may go off because it is raining cats and dogs and it's a serious flood watch that is underway. Also with me today is Miss Dream. So you will be hearing her playing with her toys, jingling with her collar on, and otherwise making lots of noise today. Lots of noise. So who do we have here today? We got Burns in here. All right, let's go. Yes, Nicole's Thoughts, welcome in. Thank you so much. 1 minute for you. Hey, beauty. Hey, yourself. Welcome in. Thank you all for coming. I know more are coming. Some are in the clouds. So I'm sure my thumbnail intrigued a few people. I'm quite sure you were like buzzing, right? What is going on? Who is married? Who's divorcing? And what's more, who's on the stuff? So between yesterday and today, I started off with one blind item that I was just going to talk about while I do my makeup. And then today I got news on another blind item that I was like, oh, well, now let me go down the rabbit hole and see what else I can find. So I actually have 3 stories for you today, and they're all quite salacious. Like I said, they're going to be blind items, so I'm not going to mention the name of anyone, but you can do your sleuthing and easily figure these out for yourself. And if you're real good, I might let a few things slip to make you point in the right direction. But wanted to start off with what I'm going to do with my face today, and then we're going to get into all the tea. Now, usually I don't do this. Usually I, mind my own business. I don't say nothing. I might get, some tea that pops up, and I'd be like, no, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to mind my business. But when I started getting more and more about the information that was coming out, and I started hearing more and more about it, I was like, well, that's just tacky. And then, sorry, I had a piece of hair in my mouth. And then when I said I got another piece of news today that related to what I was going to talk about, I was like, okay, now I've got to say something, because clearly there's something going on behind the scenes. So we're going to talk about that. As usual, we're going to put our makeup on. I'm going to begin, and the links to everything that I'm going to be using for today's makeup look will be in the description box below after this cycles through. So I will put all of the links to everything that I'm using for this makeup look in there after this cycle goes through. So, the video has to upload, and everything has to check out, and YouTube has to do their checks and balances, and then my video will be available for other people to look at. So here's what we have first up. So first up, this person started changing their last name on all of their social media posts. Now, they are a very, very popular YouTuber. So I'm going to give you that. Very, very popular YouTuber. And she has been engaged for a long, long time. And when she suddenly started changing her name, I guess it was at the end of this week, naturally, her followers, of which she has millions of them, started to congratulate her and wish her all the best, and of course ask questions about it, because we've been involved as subscribers and followers of her, and myself included. I remember the day that she crossed that $1 million threshold of subscribers, and how happy she was and how excited she was. And so we've been involved. We saw the proposal, like she put that on her her feed on YouTube. And so everybody was just excited, and naturally invested, since we've, spent all this time knowing her and knowing him. So everybody was like, congratulations, asking her questions, blah, blah, blah. And then she started deleting them. She started deleting the people that were wishing her well and that were offering congratulations for her on her nuptials. Now, in and of itself, it probably wouldn't have hit off alarms, but one, like I said, we've been invested in this since the beginning. You told us all about him. You showed us him. You showed us the proposal. You had us, involved in almost every step. And when you announce different things about what you're doing, you always let your subscribers know. So imagine my surprise, as well as the ones who are following her, to, ask her questions and to be excited about it, only to get not only did she delete their posts, but she blocked them so that they can't answer her and they can't talk to her on social media. My first reaction to this was, I'm not surprised, because she's kind of done this before. She's kind of blocked people for less, for saying less, for doing less. It's like whenever almost the mood hits her and she's not feeling you that day, she will totally block you and not, comment on your thing, or comment and be very rude about the comments. I've seen that too. And so my thing is, you were the one that opened us up to this, right? You were the one that let us in. You were the one that said, hey, here's all the things that I'm doing in my life. Here's my whole life. Here's my family. Here's everything. But now this piece of my life, you're blocked from knowing. You're blocked from talking about it. You're blocked from, even congratulating me and wishing me well. And so a lot of people got to their platforms and started talking about it and started saying how they were disappointed. No, Crystal, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. No, honey, come on in. Come on in. They're blind items. So I'm not saying who the person is, but if you know, you can guess. But I'm not going to say who the person is, because clearly their platform is much louder than mine. But I ain't trying to get copyright striked and my channel going away. So I'm gonna keep it blind. But if you know, you know. You know, Crystal, if you know, you know. Nicole Starts, I see you, girl. I see you. Jennifer Lopez. Ooh, I do have a blind item about, well, now it's not blind anymore because I said it, but I will tell you some news that I heard about Miss Jennifer Lopez. Well, just basically how she moves with her relationships anyway. But we have some news on that. All right. Hang on. Read my comments. Okay. It's tea. Yeah, it's tea and fun. It's tea and fun. Absolutely. Let's see. Who else is saying it? Oh, the freaking nerve of her. I know, right? I know. Because she's the first one to, play mean girl and, say some things out the corner of her mouth. Because I've seen it. I've seen her in person. I've heard it. And so you ain't fooling me. You ain't fooling me. So if you want to be and play mean girl, by all means, do so. But don't expect your people to want to continue to follow you when you act nasty and you treat people nasty. That's what I'm saying. Like, again, I don't have a whole, lot of followers. She has in the millions. So I get it. But those are people who helped you. Like, my babes are the ones who helped me get to where I am right now. And they will help me get to where I need to be in the future. So I'm not going to bite the hand that feeds me. I'm not going to tell them, oh, you can know this aspect about my life, but not this aspect. I can talk about this, but I can't talk about that. If you don't want the door open, then don't open it yourself. If you want to keep things private, and by all means, I'm one of the first persons to say, hey, if you want to keep your private life private, that's all well and good. Keep your private life private. I keep certain parts of my life private because that's my life and this is certain things that I want for myself. So I don't mind that. But when you put everything on display, you open that door for people to comment and to, maybe even pass judgment. So then why are you now going to block them and not show what they're saying? I know who this is. I was kind of upset with her. Yeah, I think a lot of people were upset with her. Yeah, shut the dang door. Exactly. Don't forget to thumbs up and share this live out. Crystal says, then why are you on social media? Nothing private anymore. Exactly. So here's my 8 cents about it. Here's my 8 cents. I think, and this is me personally, I don't know if this is true, but I'm going to say, from what I know in the industry about, this person, they probably got a sponsored affair, meaning they probably got some portions of their wedding sponsored. That's my opinion, because that's the only way that I can kind of rectify in my brain why you would be blocking people and deleting their comments. Like, blocking people is one thing, but deleting their comments off your page and blocking them kind of signals that maybe, you're supposed to let it out at a certain time. I'm trying to put this Pillow Talk matte blush wand on, and I think it might have dried up because I don't see anything coming out. Let me try to squeeze it. Okay, yes, a little bit of something is coming out now. All right. So I'm just like, if you don't want anybody to know, why did you change your name? Because that's a telltale sign right there. Why did you change your name? If you don't want anybody to know yet, wait until you want people to know, and then change it, and then, announce it or whatever. But when you put it out there, like, we didn't change your name, we didn't, we wouldn't have known anything if you hadn't changed your name. So I'm just like, why punish people for just being excited for you and wishing you well? She's treating her followers like they are bothering her. I unfollowed her. Yeah, I had unfollowed her a long time ago for something else that she did, kind of similar to that. And I was just like, okay, clearly this is not for me anymore. Yes, it is a private special moment. And like I said, had she not changed her name and kind of alerted her millions of followers to what's going on with her, at least to the point that she, changed her last name, then we wouldn't have known anything, Crystal. We wouldn't have known anything. But yeah, I mean, it reads to me like there's some kind of quid pro quo going on. There's something to that. You don't just do something like that and block people like that without any preambles or any warning. Like, she didn't say anything. And so I was like, there's something to it. When there's smoke, there's fire. And right now there's a whole lot of smoke around this whole controversy. So she said something or did something to the effect that something was going to come out on the 16th of August. Well, it's the 18th of August, and I haven't seen anything come out yet, which also led me to believe that there probably was something tied to it that she was supposed to release on the 16th. And maybe because she changed her last name and jumped the gun, that something else was triggered. But there's something, right? Yeah. What's the motive? Crystal, for doing this. I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, I'm going to monitor this because clearly something's going on. Something's up. And I want to hear what it is. Also, word on the curb is that her now husband is no longer working in like what he was doing before. He's no longer doing that. So I don't know if he's now fully under like, this person's company and helping her with like her branding and all that stuff. I don't know if he's like fully invested in that now or if he's just chilling because now his wife is a multimillionaire. They have a big house. They have, brand new cars. So, they're living the life. They're doing their thing. So if he's working, he's probably not working at the same capacity that he was formerly. Which brings me to my next blind item. Now, my next blind item is another, famous person, influencer type. And this person had her husband kind of working with her, but recently they stopped following each other on social media. So she stopped following him, he stopped following her. I know before they used to have a lot of like content together. Like they used to have a lot of shared content, or he would be in, her videos or what have you. But I've noticed lately she hasn't featured him in anything that she does. And now with the whole unfollowing, it's kind of interesting. Now, another thing with this, she's in a little bit of hot water a few months back because her company was cited for mismanagement and mishandling of funds. And so there was like an investigation going on, and there were rumors that maybe the husband had something to do with it. So she got off of social media for a while. Like I hadn't seen her in a while. And then she started popping up, and then she started addressing like rumors like, oh, are me and my husband getting divorced? I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to discuss it. And then when she would come on, she really wouldn't address it directly. She would like hint around it, like saying, oh, we're, looking for homes, and that's why you haven't seen him lately, or, we're doing this in our home, and that's why we haven't been on social media for a while. So it was always like excuses why she wasn't on, and she wasn't really addressing the situation. Like we all know the elephant in the room. You always used to talk about him on your channel. You always used to show him or show your children, talk about your marriage, blah blah blah. Now all of a sudden all of that has stopped, and she's not talking about it as she used to. So, you got to think like, okay, again, you opened the door with this Pandora's box. You opened the door and you said, okay, I'm going to tell you all about my life, all about, my family life, show you my husband and all this, and bring you into my life, bring you in, get you invested, all of that good stuff. And then poof, nothing. Absolutely nothing, like radio silence. So again, that gets the antennas up, right? What's going on? What's happening? Why all of a sudden have you now stopped talking about the thing that you talk incessantly about all the time? And that's why I say, not for nothing, but I always say on my channel, And, to other people that I know who are YouTubers, like, keep your private life private. Like, don't let everybody into everything that you're doing. Real G's move in silence. Real, if you want a real, long lasting, healthy relationship, keep the YouTube and your life separately. This is also a creator, Burns. Again, very, very popular influencer, YouTuber. Again, she always, talked about her life, her family, and then, like I said, all of a sudden it's poof. No talk about, the husband anymore. No talk about, the moving aspect, because once she was moving here, then she said she was going to be moving maybe to another country. And then, like I said, out of the blue, nothing. No talk about anything. No talk about anything having to do with her life. No talking at all. No even coming on her platforms to talk. So again, like, for somebody who's been so popular and so vocal for so long, to be just stagnant and not talking and not doing anything, it's really telling. It's really, really telling. So that was the other thing. And actually, there's another piece to that I'll get back to in a second. When you talk about people who, love to kind of be in the know, be in the in crowd, to always have something to say about everybody else. And then when it comes to your life, you're silent. So that's another thing that kind of bothered me about this person as well, because she was one of those that was like always talking about other people, always talking about other people's lives, other people's mishaps or misfortunes or what have you. But when it comes to you and some of the things that you do in your life and your family, you don't now want to share that with the world. I can think of two, girl. Yeah. Yep. And some who aren't even that popular still do it, right? Still do it. All right. My lines is popping in on the on my text messages, trying to get me to tell who it is. So that was the other one. And then finally, the other story I wanted to tell you before we get into J-Lo and Ben and all that nonsense is this other person. Now this one shocked me a little bit, because this one, she also like brought her significant other into the fold. We followed them from the time they started dating to the engagement and the wedding, all of that. And then, like most, they reached their certain status or what have you, and then they stopped doing YouTube. Now they start doing TikTok. Now they're doing Instagram, and it's different content, but you still, get to like get ready with her and all this stuff. But the husband apparently loves the limelight, loves the fact that, his wife gets invited to like different industry things, like brand sponsored trips and things like that. And it has been said that he loves to have a good time. Maybe drinking a little bit too much in front of, different brand execs and other creators. And quite possibly doing other things. Now, most recently, they were at a concert. I don't know if the concert was again sponsored by a brand and they just took them out to the concert, because they've been known to do a couple of those kinds of parties as well. Like they would go on these concerts and whatnot. But they were at a concert most recently, and the person that saw them said that the husband appeared to be, quote unquote, on something. Now, is not quite sure, and there were no details about what they were on, but what they were saying was acting erratically, sweating profusely, talking really, really loud, just out of character, something that was out of the norm for this person to do when they're out. And they've been out with this person numerous times. So, the behavior was very odd to them. So now it got me, got my antennas up again, got me thinking, like, have I seen anything noticeable about this couple? So again, I go down the rabbit hole. I start doing my investigations, and I start seeing things like excessive loss of weight, puffiness around the eyes, sunglasses on at all times during different events. Like it's nighttime and you're doing video. Why do you still have your sunglasses on? Things like that. Things are like, very interesting. Excuse me. Vern says, what, weight loss for the husband? For both. So I'm looking at the pictures and I see both of them are like, excuse me. Allergies are going crazy thanks to this weather. Now that all of that rain, I think it just stopped. But now that we have all that rain, it's moved all that pollen around. So I'm probably going to be sneezing quite often. Sorry in advance to those who are watching. And don't forget to leave us a like and share it if you can. Out to your friends, to your foes, to all you know, let them know Brown Girl Bella is the place to come for luxury beauty news and reviews and all that good stuff. So this girl would always be on like a weight loss journey anyway. So she would always talk about, she's on this diet or she's on that diet, she's losing weight and blah, 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 blah. And now it seems that the husband, who was always, fit himself as well, but they're both like losing massive amounts of weight. Noticeable. Now, this person has always talked about how, she's going to be working out, she's going to be doing all of these different things. to lose weight or to get in shape or just, to be her quote unquote healthiest. And then come to find out, she got a BBL. So she got the BBL, and she got this before she started talking about going on this weight loss journey. So usually when women get these BBLs, there are, I guess, noticeable scar marks and signs that you have it. So when she came back after kind of like disappearing from social media for a while, we were like, what's going on? What's happening? And that's when we heard all this news about she's, going on this diet and she's losing all this weight and she's working out so much, blah, 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 blah. But come to find out, it wasn't the workout. It was the BBL that prompted her to now tape these workout sessions. And a lot of people kind of do that so that they can kind of throw the suspicion off, because if I suddenly disappear for 2-3 months at a time, and then I come back and I'm slim trim and I'm, looking like my best, and now all of a sudden I'm taping like all of these workout sessions, you would look at me kind of strange. You would be like, what's going on here? What's going on? Like, you lost weight, but now you're talking about your workout. You should have been talking about your workout regimen all along. Now, mind you, I am on a fitness journey myself. So you can really like see the difference in like the past few months. Because when I lose weight, the first place you'll see it is in my face. My face will get slender. It'll get more oval like it is now. And then you'll start to see where my weight has gone down and I start to, get a little bit more trim. Been sneezing and a minor migraine. Yeah, me too. It's really been bad. Hi, Rana Chef International. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. Don't forget to thumbs up this live and share it out to everyone. Most appreciative. All right. So more on that too as it uncovers. But right now we're looking at her sideways like, friend, what's going on with your husband? What's going on with you? Why y'all looking so emaciated? Like really noticeable. What's going on there? Hey, Coco, what's going on? Welcome in and thank you for coming. Don't forget to thumbs up this live, share it out to your friends, to your foes, to all you knows, and tell them BrownGirlBella is the place for luxury beauty and skincare. All right, so I did a quick blue look today using 𝕊𝕦𝕦𝕒𝕟𝕠. This is the Lightwork Volume 5. And I'm just going to get a small pencil brush because I just want to put a little something in the inner tear duct just to make it a little brighter. Right in there. All right, so let's start talking about Miss J-Lo. So if you recall, for J-Lo's birthday, and I think she had like a birthday party too, Mr. Husband, Ben Affleck, didn't show up, didn't like do anything for her as far as we know, because if he did do something, we would have known. So I'm going to say he didn't do anything. But she went to his birthday in his new mansion that he has by himself. So I know a lot of people are speculating, like, okay, when are they gonna, like, just say they're divorcing? When are they gonna just announce it? Blah, blah, blah. My thing is, I think Jennifer is trying to salvage the marriage. That's my opinion. I think she's trying to salvage the marriage. I think she's trying to get him to maybe change his mind and come back, and for them to try again. Now, I did hear that she had reached out to his ex-wife, Jennifer Gardner, for like advice or whatever. But my thing is, you marry these men, Jennifer, and it seems like as soon as you get married and, the dust has settled from like all the hoopla of the wedding and all of that, that you kind of get disinterested in the marriage. And it was more the wedding that got you excited than actually being in the marriage. The only exception to that, I would think, that I can recall is maybe, and that's a strong maybe, Mark Anthony, because they were married for a while, but he has this kind of machismo that he probably was like, I don't care about your antics or whatever. I'm not, going to buy into that or whatever. When you, calm down, when you get it together, then, we'll be back together. So I kind of feel like that was a different scenario, but I think most cases, the men just let her run and do whatever the heck she wants to do and say whatever the heck she wants to say. I don't think that they really, not restrain her, but they don't really have a strong hold on her, like in terms of like to put their foot down and kind of say, okay, this is not how we deal with things as adults. I kind of feel like she runs over the relationship. That's just the impression that I'm getting. And we all know when it comes to like J-Lo and how, she deals with fans and how she deals with different things that may come out in the media. She's not the most, how should I put this delicately? She's not the most nicest. I'll say that. She's not the nicest when it comes to dealing with things that go on in her career and in the media. Like, she always wants to come out smelling like a rose. And I think in this case, she might not be coming out smelling like a rose. And so she is trying to save face. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting the feeling that she's really trying to do a cleanup job on this whole debacle that has been plaguing her. Not so much Ben, because I really don't think at this point that Ben even cares about, what the image looks like or what have you. He's just trying to live his life and do his thing. I think for her, she's really trying to kind of make face and save face and clean up her mess, because it has really been one thing after another with their relationship. And it's starting to really probably wear on her. You know what I mean? Just going to get some highlight. I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Golden Highlight Trio. I forgot that I had this in my collection when I got the eyeshadow. And then I was looking for something the other day. I think I'm going to use Pearl today. I want just like a little icy type of highlight. On my, ooh, we like. Oh, that was nice. So pretty. Yeah, I forgot I had this and I was looking for something else and I saw this and I was like, hold on a minute. I didn't even realize I had bought this. And so I grabbed it and I started playing with it the other day and I did like this bronze look and I really, really liked it. So I was like, okay, let me bring this out again and use it on the Sunday Sips so that I can give it its proper shine. Look at that. This might have to go in on my vanity in my little display case so that I can wear it this week. I like the way it came out. All right. I think we are done with the makeup look today. Like I said, I wanted the eyes to be like the focal point. So I used the 𝕊𝕦𝕒𝕟𝕒𝕜. I'm telling you, this light work volume 5. I don't give it as much credit as it deserves. And I don't use it as much as I should. But I use all of the colors in this row here. So she has like the soft energy and this is resilient and it gives you like a little icy blue vibes. So pretty. Of course, I use Strong, which is a very trio chrome, gives you blues and greens and purples. Look at that. That's on my eyelids. And then I topped it with a little bit of Brave, which is on top of this like a foil look. See when I put it on top, gives you like a foil look to it. So, so pretty. And then in the inner corner, I used Invincible, which is really like an icy silver. So that's what I used. Again, such beautiful, beautiful colors in this palette. This is like for the girl who loves to play around with different colors and, you know, really make like really duochrome, triochrome, icy colors and loves to like mix and match, which I will say when I'm like in that era and when I'm really like wanting to play with makeup and do something really interesting with my look, I love to play with the eyeshadow. That's like the biggest thing for me. And then adding that icy highlighter. It's a perfect match. And then I don't know what's going on with that that Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, I got this a little while ago from the brand, a few months maybe, but I don't see, like, I guess it's drying out. It's not as bold as it once was. Just put a little bit more on. Okay, guess that'll do. Yeah, I don't know if it dried out. If you have this, let me know in the comment section, like, did it dry on you too? And it has a closure so you can close it so that it doesn't all spill out and get dried out. But I don't know what happened. You know, some of it's coming out. I see a little bit is coming out on the cheeks, but not a whole lot. So Let me see what you guys talking about. Quiet. All right. So those were my 3 items. Did I give you all 3? Yes. So somebody got married and don't want us to know, or don't want us to congratulate them on it. So we'll see what that's all about. I kind of have a sneaking suspicion that it's got something to do with something maybe her brand is tied into, or maybe she is being a spokesperson for something, and that's why she's not talking about it right now. It's something. It's something. It's not just because she doesn't want her business out there, because why else would you do that? Like, you've told us everything and you changed your name on social media. So what else are we supposed to think but that, you got married? So strange. But then again, some of these people, strange anyway, strange folks to begin with. Let's see what else. And let me see what else we have. So, sorry. Okay. There was one other thing that I wanted to talk about. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about is celebrity driven. So this celebrity who has, kids, what have you. Right now, all of this celebrity's kids have firmly removed themselves from the controversy that is surrounding their parent. So it was just one of the children. And now, slowly, one by one, they've all sort of like distanced themselves from this celebrity. Now, I don't know if, that's because of, everything that's going on, and, the possibility that this may turn into a criminal case and they don't want to be, tied to it. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but they are really starting to firmly distance themselves away from their famous person in their lives. So interestingly enough, that probably will be played out sooner rather than later. Hey, Terry, I see you popping in. Hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. I'm trying to think, what else did I have for you guys? So that's another one that will be brewing soon. And I know from the way that this person acts with their like family, and how much they love family, and they love their kids, and they always used to talk about their kids and everything. This must be killing this person, because their whole lives were in the spotlight because of their association with their famous parent. And now that they're distancing themselves, it's hurting that parent. And he kind of feeling the pain. They're kind of feeling the pain of their actions. Let's just say it that way. And it's really hurting them that they're not as close as they used to be. So lots of stuff going on. So those were the blind items for today, babes. Again, everything that I used to do my face today will be in the description box after this video has cycled through, and I'm able to put all of the links and everything in there. I will do so. As always, if you shop the links and you purchase something, a portion does come back to me in commission. That commission then gets forwarded back over to you, babes, in the form of content that I bring, products that I buy, and giveaways that I do throughout the year. If you are a member of my Bella Brigade, a paid member of my Bella Brigade, you know every Friday I do a freebie Friday where I give you a link to you can shop a skincare or makeup product. It's free of charge. All you pay is the shipping and handling. I do that every Friday. It is something that I love to pass on to my babes for being a part of my paid subscription service. So if you are interested in that, the join button is down there as well. So don't forget to hit that. I think that's it. If you want, I will be over on Instagram right after this for After Sips. I'm going to be talking about more about this look, more about the makeup that I used, and why I'm not buying anything new for a while. Find out about that when I go over to Instagram. But in the meantime, in between time, you have now been Bellafied. Take care, babes, and I will see you back here soon. Take care.